Hello and welcome back to Fix It in Post. I'm Isaac.
I'm Dan.
Dan, you're back.
I'm back, live from my mansion.
I never thought you'd see the day.
I know. Finally, it kicked off. This podcasting business is way more lucrative than I thought.
Yeah, paid for your mansion.
There in my 20-story mansion.
All the money goes to you, though. I live in like a squat.
Yeah, I get 100% of the proceeds, and from Damage Studios as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. I do all the work. You get all the money.
Even though I don't actually do any of the mixing or mastering. Yeah, they send me a check.
Yeah.
Check. Does people still do those?
It's rare, but checks still exist. Yeah.
I have to check that out. I've just finished my new setup.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Actually, it's not very exciting. I thought I could go somewhere with that.
Okay.
It's just long. There's bags and bags full of cables, and I don't know what the cables do. Or there's random plugs, adapters.
You're just keeping them in case you need them later.
Things like, that might be for an instrument or something that I use and haven't discovered yet. So many vocal cables. I don't even sing. All I really need is this short one from my microphone to this audio interface.
Well, keep like one or two of them and then just like fucking chuck the rest.
Yeah, no, I've kept them all.
Yeah, but you don't want like a cluttered workspace.
Yeah, no, they're in a box. They're in a box in the wardrobe.
Naturally.
But yeah, so if anyone needs a surplus of vocal cables, XLRs, you guys hit me up.
There you go. If you need an XLR, let us know. Yeah, we'll send you some XLRs. We'll do it. That's not even a joke.
No, I've got extra XLRs. Anyway.
Dan, it's 2022.
It's 2022. Oh, shit.
It is, yeah.
When did 2020 finish?
In 3 days.
Well, no, that's 2021.
Oh, wait, that's 2021.
And 4 days.
4 days. Shit. I didn't do very well in that bit, did I?
No, this has gone horribly. This year's failed already. I'm out.
Yeah, 2022, worse than 2020. You heard it here first. Happy New Year, folks.
Yeah, happy New Year, everybody. Anyway.
I wanted to speak to you a little bit about the loudness wars because in the...
What?
Shut up.
What? Amplify that. Make that click.
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 Clip.
Yeah, make it clip.
Okay, I'll make that clip, but I won't. Yeah,
New Year.
I'll try not to make anyone's ears bleed, so I'll just do it through compression rather than whacking it up.
Okay.
So me and Tom spoke very briefly about the loudness wars in the previous episode. So what do you know about the loudness wars?
What I think I know is that basically for radio, when mastering, they were just like upping the volume of everything and doing it more and more because they want their record to sound louder than the previous record.
Yeah.
But then once some people start doing it, then other people have to follow. Otherwise, your record follows and yours sounds quieter than the one before. But the problem with just upping the volume on everything on the mastering end is you lose all the dynamics, which is basically just the difference between the loud and quiet, and it makes everything sound kind of shitty. You also get clipping when you push it too far, which is what you were saying in the last episode about the Adele song.
The Adele.
Yeah. I wonder if that's fallen victim to the loudness wars. I thought from 2010 onwards, people kind of got the gist of it and stopped doing it.
No, it's very much still a real thing.
Okay. I've seen the images, because even just looking at the waveforms, you can tell really easy. There's like this ABBA song here. There's also ZZ Top's song. So the original release is, the ABBA song originally released in 1980, Super Trooper. A song or an album, I'm not sure.
Song.
Yeah, song.
Maybe an album as well.
Both.
Yeah,
you can see from the waveform, there's like big differences, the peaks and the troughs, and it's like, it looks like an interesting clip. And then there was a 2001 remaster, and everything's just way louder. It's like, okay, fair enough. Then the 2005 remaster, there is some obvious clipping. You can see where the waves have been like cut off at the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
And everything, the whole thing is just like thick in the middle. It's just like a blur in the middle. That's not going to sound good. And then 2011, they actually did dull it down a bit, but you can still see there's some clipping going on.
It's interesting you say you think sort of 2010 onwards that it's not so much a thing. I think maybe in the more professional top end, maybe that's the case. But on the lower end, amateur especially, and sort of low end professional, it is very much still a thing. I get sent tracks that I need to master. They get sent to me to master them, and they're just a block of fucking, like, the waveform is just a slight block. Like, how the fuck am I expected to master that?
Yeah, you can't do much with that.
You really can't.
It's much better to send you, like I do with this vocal track that I'm speaking right now. Yeah, I'll send it to you, and it's literally the waveform is fucking tiny.
Yeah.
And then you can amplify it, you can increase the gain on your side to make it fit.
Exactly, yeah.
You shouldn't be sending it to someone to master, and it shouldn't be anywhere near the tops or bottoms, ideally.
I say if you're sending a track to me to master, give at least sort of 3 to 6 decibels of space from the top and bottom.
Yeah, or more. Does more hurt you? It doesn't hurt you, does it?
Not really. I mean, it unless it's like fucking quiet as shit, in which case, I can still up the gain, but there might be a lot more adverse effects from that, especially if it was recorded quietly, because there can be like room noise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which can be brought out with just turning up the gain. So as long as it's not too quiet, then yeah, the quieter the better. I know that's not very specific, but
yeah. But yeah, as long as even so, it's like almost barely audible. You can still do stuff with that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But you can't. Once something's clipped, you can't unclip it.
Not easily.
And that's what we mean by clipping. It's basically when the wave itself gets all the way to the top, then it just cuts off like a square. It clips the top off the wave and clips the bottom off.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's clipping. And once you hear it in something, you can't not hear it.
Yeah, 100%. There are ways to kind of unclip a track once it's been done, but it's never like, it will never sound as good as it did before. There's like wave reshapers and stuff like that. You can't do it, but it's just nowhere near as good.
Well, they come up with some sort of like AI thing to rebuild the bit that's missing.
Sort of. I had a track a while ago that someone sent me that they recorded in the 70s onto tape. It had never been mastered, but they mixed it themselves, I think. And then, 20 years, whatever, down the line, they converted it into WMA, which is a Windows format, which I honestly have never seen before because it's just so fucking unused.
You haven't seen it at WMA?
No, well, not for a long time.
All of my music was in, back in the day, you'd rip it off your CD and everything was put, you change it all to WMA.
Oh, it was all MP3 for me.
No, most MP3 players, even those little shitty tiny ones like USB sticks, they were like 20 megabytes or something. Yeah, all of those, they could play MP3 and WMAs. Well, not all of them. So, yeah, some of them didn't. I'd have to convert WMA, but the computer as standard. I suppose, did you use Apple computers growing up?
No.
Oh, but yeah, when we ripped all the songs off of CD, I think Windows automatically just put it to WMA.
Fair enough.
It's an older thing. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to be there, man. You weren't even born yet when I was using WMA.
That's probably true. So yeah, this guy sent me this audio file and it was pretty corrupted and it was like 2 megabytes or something like that for the entire track.
Yeah.
So I converted that to a WAV, which obviously added a fuckload of samples in the space and ended up being like 40 megabytes or whatever. But the track itself was really distorted and clipping like a motherfucker. So I've got RX, I think it's RX7, it might be RX8, but there's a declip tool in RX that you can use in situations like that.
Yeah.
Where it will essentially reshape the wave file. So rather than trying to predict what's there, it will just reshape the bit that's been cut off.
Does it work though?
It does. It is fucking incredible. I mean, for that specific track, there wasn't too much I could do because a lot of the distortion was in like the individual files, like the vocals were really distorted, so I couldn't do much about that. But for the overall distortion of the track itself, it was so much better than it was before.
Yeah, because you think it's literally the computer is creating something that wasn't there to fill in the blank.
Well, or it's taking away something that is to fix an issue. In a case like this, it's not putting something there to fill a blank, it's reshaping the flat audio file to be a curved audio file, waveform rather.
Yeah, but it's creating that curve. That curve wasn't there before.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll give you that.
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, even Audacity as a standard effect comes with clip fix.
Oh, really?
I don't know how well it works.
Well, you should try it out. I'll send you the track that I worked on, and you can give it a go.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, one one positive thing that might have come out. There isn't a need for loudness or increasing the volume or anything in streaming.
Because it gets normalized.
Yeah, all of the major ones, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, and even Tidal, if anyone still uses that. They all normalize now by default.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought it was amateur people were the only ones creating non-amplified and compressed to fuck music. Because I've noticed you get a lot more of the dynamic range with music that people have made themselves. Ones that have gone through like big labels and nearly all they are just ramped up to fuck.
No, it does still happen.
That is shitty. I thought everyone kind of agreed that this is not good.
No, well, the thing is, everyone might say that, but then also everyone is trying to be better than everyone else. And if something, if you're played 2 tracks that are exactly the fucking same, but one of them is 2 decibels louder than the other one, you're going to say that you prefer that one.
I know, it's really weird. Why does the volume of music make it seem better?
It's some weird fucking psychological thing, but it is a genuine phenomenon that happens.
Like I've heard songs I don't even like played again, and the volume's slightly higher. And I'm like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
Actually, this song was good the whole time. And it's just literally because it's louder. The first time I heard it, it was quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, your mood can affect that as well. You hear a song and you're not in the right mood for it.
Oh, absolutely.
And you think it's a bad song, but then you hear you hear the song when you're in the right mood, and it speaks to you. It speaks to your soul, and you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, 100%.
Such a strange thing. But yeah, that's the thing. The average listener wouldn't notice the clipping in Adele's song.
Did you listen to
as
it?
An example? No, I haven't. But the average listener would notice if it was quieter than the previous song.
Yes.
Even if they don't consciously notice it, they'd subconsciously think it's shitter.
Yeah. The thing that confuses me is like you said, streaming services normalize volume now.
Mm-hmm.
So why the loudness was still a thing? Why is everything still trying to be louder than everything fucking else? Because the average consumer listens to music through, say, Spotify. Spotify normalizes their volume to minus 14 LUFS.
Yeah.
So why do you need to master something to, clip to fuck, but be, minus 7 LUFS? Because it's only going to be heard at minus 14 anyway.
I think radio's still huge, especially for popular music. There's a lot of people who listen to music in their cars. They solely listen to the radio. People at work solely listen to the radio.
But radio is compressed as fuck anyway because of the way that it's delivered.
I know, yeah. So yeah, then they compress it even more.
Even on radio, it won't make a difference.
But I think you would notice, if 2 songs were played back to back, one of them hadn't bothered and the other had bothered to compress and make everything loud. I think you'd notice.
Maybe.
That's just a theory. That's all I can come up with.
Maybe we should test that. We should try and find a radio station and say, "How can you play these?" Well, no, that won't work, will it?
No one's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Need like an actual FM or AM radio to do it.
Yeah.
Although internet radio, do they do the same thing?
Well, yeah, but again, that's compressed as fuck, isn't it? All of it will be compressed to fuck.
Yeah, but you're compressing it after. If you're compressing something that's loud and you're compressing something that's quiet, the loud one is still going to be louder than the quiet one.
It depends on the compression.
It depends on the type of compressor and the settings of the compressor.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they go through the exact same compressor with the exact same settings, the loud one will still be louder than the quiet one.
It depends on the audio format as well, not just the running it through a compressor, but, the audio will be compressed to get to the end point because they're not going to send high quality WAV out to everyone listening, are they? They'll just send out a fucking MP3, if that. And even that in itself is compressed to fuck.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
It is. And what do you do? Because... well, how do we end this war? I can't see this war coming to an end.
The thing is...
it's not a war anymore because no one's really competing. But now because they've all done it, they've just all got to do it. I don't think anyone could compress anymore, yeah. No one's really winning this.
Yeah, we've reached a point now where the loudness wars is just absolutely fucking redundant. So you'd think that it would be over already.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's not and the fact that it's still going means that honestly, I don't know what will put an end to this.
Yeah, there's mastering engineer Bob Katz said the last battle of the...
Has he got a pet bobcat?
I hope he does. I hope he has several Bobcats.
I hope so too. Yeah. Bobcats.
He's mastered some like massive albums.
Laugh at my joke, Daniel.
Ha.
Thank you.
Bobcats. I didn't even get that, yeah, but I was like, yeah, it's Bobcats.
It's Bobcats.
But yeah, he said the last battle of the loudness war has been won, claiming that the mandatory use of sound check by Apple would lead to producers and mastering engineers to turn down and basically give up. But they didn't.
Yeah, that's only Apple,
but everyone,
and that'd be Apple Music, and not everyone uses Apple Music.
No, I mean, Apple does it to minus 16 lufs.
Right, is that then normalization?
Yeah.
So that's slightly quieter than Spotify.
Well,
Spotify's minus 14.
They do minus 23 as well, and also minus 11.
Yeah, they've got loud, normal, and quiet, don't they? Yeah, but the normal setting is normal, and that's minus 14.
Oh, that's like the default is minus 14.
Yes, yeah.
So when you're mastering, do you have to master it differently for each one of these, for Spotify, Apple, YouTube?
No, because they normalize itself in one way or another. The way that Spotify do it is probably the best way to do it, and they literally just turn the track up or down to get the normal an integrated LUFS value of minus 14.
But what will it do? Will it do it to the loudest noise on the song?
No, so that's when I say an integrated LUFS, what I mean is the average of the whole track will come to minus 14. So it's not the peak and it's not the low point. It's if you play the entire track, the average of the whole track is minus 14, and that is integrated LUFS.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I mean, I'm still confused by this.
Okay.
They do it to the average.
Yeah. So
But surely there's a way to be louder then.
What do you mean?
Is that not going to make the quiet parts loud?
No, because they don't compress it to do that. This is what I was going to say, is that Spotify, in order to normalize, they just turn the track up or down. Or YouTube, which I think normalizes to minus 10 LUFS, they do that through compression. So they'll compress the audio to have an integrated value of minus 10.
And that will make the quiet parts louder?
It will, yeah. But Spotify, you can still retain that dynamic range because I'm using Spotify as an example just because I know these off the top of my head. But I know that other services do it in a similar way to Spotify.
Right.
Am I making any sense with this, or am I just like babbling?
No, yeah, you're making sense, yeah. But
okay, cool.
My brain's just coming up with more things it's confused about. But
yeah, it's
it does yeah.
It's not simple.
No, so the normalizing is different to compression.
Yes, because they don't compress it. YouTube compresses, Spotify doesn't. They will literally turn the track up or down. They'll change the volume of the track.
But yeah, it changes everything the same amount.
Yes, exactly.
Whereas YouTube's compression,
that will compress it, and
each bit will be turned up depending on how quiet each bit is, rather than
turned up or turned down.
Yeah. That sounds like a mess. I'm surprised I haven't noticed that on YouTube. Like if you listen to a quiet song, like Adele, for example. I'm so sick of talking about Adele. Because her new song starts with like just vocal. There's like no music, I don't think. Wouldn't YouTube push her vocal, that bit where it's quiet, all the way up?
That'll be a similar level to the rest of the track. Yeah, whereas if you're listening on like Spotify or something, you've still got the dynamic range of, it can be quieter with the vocals, and then it can be a lot louder and bigger with the rest of the music.
But every like performing singer knows that it's really important to do quiet bits and then go up to the loud bits.
Yep.
Because it makes a big difference. People notice it, and then when you get to the big loud bit at the end, the big crescendo, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's such a good singer!"
Yeah.
And I say, so it's about having the control and holding back in the right areas and letting go in the right areas.
Absolutely.
But then you record it, and then the song's just going to sound like you're the same level all the way through.
Yep.
If it's on YouTube.
If it's on YouTube, yeah. Or if it's compressed to fuck because of the loudness wars.
Does SoundCloud do this?
No, SoundCloud, as far as I'm aware, SoundCloud don't actually normalize.
No, they do. They normalize minus 13.
Okay.
But I don't know what kind of... surely SoundCloud, because it shows you the waveform, they'd be stupid to compress.
Yeah, they should. Let me look it up. No, SoundCloud doesn't normalize the volume playback on their tracks, but it's worth noting that they transcode all their audio to 128 kilobytes per second for MP3 for streaming. When the track is transcoded, some clipping and distortion can take place. It says here, this isn't on the SoundCloud website, it's on a third party, but it says they don't normalize.
Wikipedia says they do.
That might be because they offer a mastering service.
Well, they say it is for their streaming service, but I thought SoundCloud's streaming service is just their normal service.
Yeah.
I mean, so you said it says they changed it to MP3 anyway.
Well, if you've got like a SoundCloud basic account, you can only upload MP3s. Yeah, but if you've got like a SoundCloud Pro account, you can upload high quality audio.
I always found like MP3 is a weird thing anyway, because MP3s are cutting out sound all the time.
Yeah.
To make the file size smaller, they're cutting out things that you wouldn't really notice.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Isn't it?
But you don't notice. You listen to the MP3 and it's hard to tell. You don't really know you're missing anything unless you do a side by side comparison. Yeah,
it's really clever.
That really confuses me with the sound waves, and the same with ANC headphones. I'm looking to get some new headphones at the moment. That's why I sort of brought it up.
Right.
But active noise cancelling headphones, the way they work is fucking crazy.
Yeah, they flip the phase.
Yeah, but how does it do it in real time? It gets rid of all the external noise with an external microphone, and then it plays the exact opposite waveform, and they cancel each other out, and you hear silence.
Yeah.
What?
I think it's probably not real time. There's probably like a couple of samples of delay or something.
But surely if there's any delay, then you won't get the noise cancelling effect. I borrowed someone's headphones. They're literally £35, which is not a lot. And yeah, wireless ANC headphones, flip the switch and everything goes quiet. I understood when like they used to be £200-300. I was like, okay, because there's a lot of technology going into that. But yeah, it must be almost real time. Otherwise, it wouldn't have the noise cancelling effect.
It would be pretty fucking close too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be really close to.
So when I say like one or two samples, I literally mean one or two samples. It cannot be much more than that.
No, it's mad. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it's mental.
Well, what is 2022 bringing to music?
Good question. Hopefully, it'll bring me some work. Come and get mastered by Damage Studios.
Everyone, go get mastered. See, did you listen to that last bit? He knows kind of what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'll give you 22% off to celebrate the new year. There we go. Last year I did 21% off, so makes sense.
He'll make you the loudest. You'll be the loudest person ever. First one of 2022 could be the loudest artist.
We'll win the loudness wars together. Let's do it.
Damage Studios will win a victory and damage the speakers. Be like the reverse John Cage and just release an entire song that's just all clipping.
Just noise.
It just clips from start to finish.
What was it? Was it 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence?
Yeah, you can call it 4 minutes 34 so you win.
4 minutes 34 seconds of clip.
Yep. 4:34.
Oh, I'm so doing that.
But yeah, 2022. Britney's going to release a new album.
Is she? I wasn't sure if she would continue making music.
No, I just made that up.
Oh.
No, I don't know. But
you dick.
I'm speculating. Let's speculate. What's going to happen?
Daniel, you got me excited there. Prick.
What's going to be the big new instrument?
I don't know. That might not be one. Has there been a big new instrument in recent years?
The computer. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's true. There's nothing that's really taken off to the level of other instruments.
Yeah. Well, everything's digital now anyway, so like you can make pretty much any sound under the fucking sun.
That's the thing. The last thing was the synthesizer, and they said they said it was going to kill. It was going to kill everything because it's dangerous. It can synthesize the sound of any other instrument.
Yeah.
Literally, all the instruments since then have just been synthesizers, but in different formats, different shapes. Maybe it's a bank of buttons, but they're just notes, and then you can change what's synthesizing it, what it's synthesizing.
Yeah, so I don't think there will be any more.
There's the automaton.
Which one's that?
I really want an automaton.
Is that the weird one that almost looks like a face?
Yes, it kind of looks like a musical note. It looks like
those things. Have you ever played with one?
Oh, no, I really want to. Have you actually?
Yeah, I have. My brother's got one. Oh, they're so weird.
Do you need an external speaker, or does it just make...
No. It just makes a noise.
Oh, man, if I got one, I'd carry that with me everywhere.
Mate, they're only like 25 quid on Foman. 40 on Amazon for some reason, but that one is pink, so maybe I'll buy it anyway.
They look hard to play. So they've just got the little slider. I think, do you only have one octave at a time?
I think that might be wrong.
And then you just squeeze the face.
Yeah.
You squeeze the face to play the note.
When you squeeze the face, the mouth will open depending on how hard you squeeze. So you can change the way that it sounds depending on how open the mouth is, which is how hard you squeeze. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, it gives it like a vowel-y sound, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can sort of warble it.
I mean, you can do the same if you play a song from your phone and you cup your hands like over the speaker, and then you move your hand, you get that same sort of like wary, vowel-y noise.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like, Yeah, they're great. Great invention.
Yeah, shit. I would have bought you one for Christmas, but it's too late now. Christmas was
Damn it.
2 days ago. Yeah.
I think I asked for one last Christmas, but
Did you?
people looked at it and they're like, what the fuck?
Last Christmas, I asked for an automaton.
There's some guy who got really big on YouTube making videos with them, but he like edits the eyes so it like actually blinks and has more like facial expressions.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
There's a great one of like bring me to life.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to look at that.
And he's like multi-layers automatones. So it's really expressive. You start to feel bad for the automaton.
All right, let's talk about listening diary.
Listening diary, what's that?
Oh fuck, what's it called? I think
sound synopsis.
Okay, sound synopsis. I think we did actually call it listening diary last episode.
Did you? Oh, you dickheads.
Yeah.
1 week I'm not here.
I know, and we fuck it up. Sound synopsis, I actually quite like that.
Thanks. It's an alliteration.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? I don't know.
It is, yeah, alliteration, yeah. Well done, Dan.
Okay, listening diary. So you guys
You've done it now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Sound synopsis.
Sound synopsis.
Yes.
Synopsis.
Synopsis.
Yeah, you guys picked some interesting choices.
Yeah, I didn't realise the track that I picked was 8 minutes long, so I apologise for that.
I don't think I listened to the 8-minute version.
Oh, did you not?
No, I think they...
The one I linked in the episode description was 8 minutes.
Oh, shit.
The only one I can find at that search, it's called Temple of Love.
What? Yeah, I did listen to the 8-minute version. I just didn't realise. Okay, I didn't notice it was that long.
I think it's one of those tracks that it's good background music, so
hold
you
on,
don't realise how
no.
long it is.
So Some Girls Wander by Mistake on Spotify.
Yeah.
There is track 11, Temple of Love, extended version, 7 minutes 42. Then it's the Temple of Love 1992, 8 minutes 8. What? Why is the extended version shorter than the regular version?
That is a bit weird.
What's going on? Get fucking Sisters of Mercy on the show.
Andrew Eldritch, what's going on?
Yeah. Why did you make your extended version is like
Shorter
20
than normal,
seconds short?
Fucking Sisters of Mercy, man.
So yeah, we're talking about Sisters of Mercy.
Yeah, let's do it.
I never knew that. Well, I knew of Sisters of Mercy. I always thought they were more of like an 80s glam metal band.
They are not glam, they're goth.
No, yeah, now I've heard it there. It's very like...
They're goth.
Yeah, 80s goth, classic goth. Classic goth, is that a genre? Like classic rock?
Trad goth.
Trad goth.
Traditional goth, yeah.
Tragic goth. Tragic goth. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, even though I knew it was an electric drum kit, you can't tell for sure till like halfway through the song.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Dr. Avalanche.
Dr. Avalanche, yeah. And for the time it was made as well.
Yeah, it's fucking impressive.
Like, that is a really good quality drum machine.
Yeah, it cannot have been cheap.
No. It can play in real time.
Yeah, no, I've seen them live, and they use the drum machine.
Do they all like point to the drum machine and like, does it do a solo?
No, it's not on stage.
Oh, okay.
Not that I could see from where I was anyway.
So I think, do you know Regular Show?
No.
It's a cartoon on Cartoon Network.
Right.
They did an episode and it was about a band, and this band is like famous because they have the drum machine 8000. But when they do a show, they let it do a drum solo, and like the crowd goes wild, and they roll out the machine. Well, the machine stays at the back, like where a drummer was. It has its own riser and everything. And they get the machine down to do the drum solo, and then like everyone goes mental. And then this guy gets annoyed and tries to beat the machine and do his own drum solo, and he does it with like a 180-piece kit or something. But yeah, this reminded me of that when you were saying about it, and that they play live without a drummer. I'm like, is that where the inspiration for that episode came on from?
Oh, maybe.
They like give it a name and everything, and
it may well be then, to be fair.
Oh, was there someone else? Because then that was like an 80s style band as well.
It must have been. I don't know of any other bands that use a drum machine that they've named like that.
No. Yeah, I don't know any famous ones.
Yeah, so it may well have been that this was the inspiration.
But yeah, I was hoping. I thought it'd be quite cool is that if it did a solo. They roll out the drum machine and Dr. Avalanche, take it away. They go off and have a break for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Just a room full of mopey goths watching a drum machine.
Yeah. That's a funny episode, a Regular Show, if you get the chance to watch it.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious, especially as a drummer.
So when are you going to listen to this again then?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd have a choice because it's always on somewhere at some point.
Yeah, some club.
I knew it, but I never knew this was Sisters of Mercy, actually. The vocals Is that a vocal sample, or do they actually have a female vocalist?
It might be a sample. It was Ofra Haza, or Ofra is her first name, surname Haza.
Ofra.
And that is the female vocals.
Okay, interesting name.
Yeah, she's Israeli.
Is she really?
Oh, God.
Terrible. It's a new year and it's still bad jokes. I'm out of here.
Yeah, new year, same shit humour. Welcome to Fix It in Post.
Speaking of shit humour, Bad Boy Chiller Crew.
I have heard really good things about these guys from several people now. After speaking to Tom about this, like I've spoken to one or two other people about it as well. I've only heard good things about these guys, like about their TV show and stuff. Apparently, it's fucking genius.
So I knew nothing about it, and then I'm working nights, and I turned on the TV during my lunch break at like 3, 4 in the morning, and there's this documentary about these chavvy guys doing festivals and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But it was actually quite amusing, and it did bring back some like tour memories and shit.
Yeah.
They were kind of funny in that.
The music was, I liked it more than I expected. Very noughties, like very noughties.
I'm thinking more 90s. It was real like 90s party vibes for me.
Really, I would say early naughty. Well, I guess that's basically 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, late 90s, early noughties. All right, we'll meet in the middle, 2000.
All right, cool. We'll meet there.
So yeah, the music was really good, well produced, nice vocal sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good vibe, like happy music. Your trancey like melody on top. I think it's just a harmony. They're just playing in like fifths in like a major key.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But that's what a lot of trance used to do, and it's like the really happy, fun music. And then some really angry chavvy guy starts talking and shouting at me. Totally ruined my vibe.
Really?
I was enjoying it, and then he ruined my vibe. What did you think?
It sounds like someone very specific, kind of Dizzy Rascal kind of thing.
Yeah.
You see what I mean with that?
Yeah. And like Devo.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Fucking MC Devo.
Yeah, I'd never really got into that kind of thing.
No, I never got into Devo, but
I mean, I tried listening to the lyrics as well, but it was just sort of a class. It's just kind of bigging themselves up and calling out names and saying names of places.
You gonna listen to that one again?
No, I feel like it did.
Okay,
because it had the
it's
intro.
got the nostalgia.
No. So you had the intro bit, and then you had the angry guy, and then the entire thing just repeats again. But I think the angry guy says a new verse.
Yeah,
but to the same rhythm and everything, and then it repeats again.
Oh. It's great. I mean, it is repetitive, but so was music of that era.
Yeah, and then the bridge is very similar, and then the outro is the intro repeated.
But this is very clearly trying to be like reminiscent of a certain time, and the music of that time was like that.
Yeah, it's nostalgic.
But I can see where you're coming from.
I wouldn't listen to it again, but I kind of want to watch the TV show now.
Yeah, me too.
And I know what I'm like. I'll watch the TV show, and if I like the TV show, I'll end up liking the music.
Yeah, I did the same for Midnight Beast when I was a kid. You remember them?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, they had a TV show.
I did the same with NoFX. Didn't really like NoFX. Watched their...
I still don't like NoFX.
Watch Backstage Passport and you'll suddenly become a fan. It's a really good series about the fuck-ups of what happens on tour, and they had to cancel shows. There's like a riot. It's great. I
mean, you've spoken about that a lot. Maybe I will actually sit down and watch it at some point.
I think you should watch one episode. They're all on YouTube anyway.
Right.
Because NoFX aren't dicks. They won't copyright against anyone for anything.
Oh, that's all right.
So they're happy to do that.
Sweet.
They say they make enough money to live on, so they don't care.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, maybe give an episode or two a watch, and then actually watch one episode and you'll get hooked, I'm sure.
Okay, all right, I'll do that.
And then you're going to end up being a fan of NoFX.
Yeah, I hope not, because I really don't like them, but we'll see. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, let it happen. Let Fat Mike wash over you.
Oh, I don't want Fat Mike to wash over me.
He's not even fat, that's the joke.
Right, okay.
Anyway,
have you got a pick for the sound synopsis? Because I don't. I need to find one.
Yeah, I'm going with Dreamer's Hotel by Enter Shikari. Very, very interesting sound design, in my opinion. While being light-hearted, but also political.
Yeah, no, I know the track. Let's do it. Sounds good to me. Meanwhile, I've still got to find mine.
It did that when we went to see Ender Shikari a couple of weeks ago. We stayed at a couple of hotels, and it was constantly Meanwhile, at the premiere in...
I am going to go with a track that we've spoken about quite a lot in the last couple of episodes.
What is it?
It is Easy on Me by Adele.
Oh.
Listen for the peaking. It's in her vocals.
Okay. I heard it a lot, actually. When I was moving, it was on the radio every few seconds. And we'd like changing radio station and it would be on the next radio station as well.
Yeah, it's huge. This came out like, a couple of weeks ago? Well, maybe a month or two ago. And it's got 493 million plays on Spotify.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I only heard it through shitty van speakers. Yeah. All right. I look forward to trying to actually listen to it properly and dissect the sound, do some good sound analysis.
Sure. I mean, most of it is really good, as you would expect. It does seem to, from what I've noticed, it seems specifically on the stronger bits of her vocals, or the louder bits, and you'll see what I mean.
Oh, okay.
So it may well just be in the mix rather than the mastering. It might just been pushed too hard in the compressor, but yeah.
All right, cool. We'll listen to that.
All right, that's it. Episode 1 of 2022. We may have a guest next episode.
We better have a guest. Can you guess who it is?
we might have a guest. Hopefully we will. If not, then we won't. But you'll find out.
If you can guess who it is, be our guest and let us know.
Yeah, and there's no other puns to be made there. So, guessed.
Guessed.
I guessed that's it.
Yeah, I guessed you're right. I guessed you were going to say that.
Yeah, okay, you win. Thank you all so much for listening. We hope you stick around in 2022. It'll be a good year. Maybe, hopefully. It might be a good year. We'll see. The links for the tracks that we've spoken about will be in the description of the episode. There'll be Spotify links. So just have a click and a listen if you want to listen along with the sound synopsis. All the links to get in touch with us will be there as well if there's anything that you want us to talk about or if there's anything that you want to say to us. Don't forget to subscribe and we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Peace.
2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Meanwhile, the episode is ending.
For a clip, 4 minutes, stay 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 for a clip, 4 boom in a stay for a clip, 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 boom in a stay for a clip.